friends, this is B. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about plotter. So Midori, traveler's notebooks, as well as plotter, all belong under the design fill umbrella. Before I came across plotter, I first encountered Knox. And it's funny how Knox is also under design fill. I came across Knox because their online shop was connected to Rakuten. And I'll insert a photo of that system techo that I was interested with. However, it was already sold out. I have used rings before, and that was back in school. It was actually a hand-me-down from my cousin. And then fast forward, here we are. My curiosity with rings came back after seeing an Instagram post of Plotter Japan because they were showcasing the backplate as well as the slim profile of the system techo. Plotter uses different types of leathers and you can easily identify them just by looking at the backplate. Lizio is rose gold copper, Pueblo is gold, Horsehair 1 and 2 is black, Shrink is antique gold, and then Brittle is silver. To differentiate Pueblo with Shrink, you need to look at the texture of the leather because Shrink is pebbled. And then there's also a USA exclusive called Shiranami leather. That one uses a silver backplate. Shiranami is only in blue. Brittle comes in different colors, and if I'm not mistaken, only in mini 5 size. And then for Japan, there is an online Japan exclusive called Cordovan. And Cordovan uses the copper color similar to Lizio, but to differentiate them with the leather, their Cordovan is dyed, and you'll also see that with the price. I'll insert a photo of different sizes of plotter because a friend of mine, Kelly, has one. This is a mini size, and to compare that with Traveler's Notebook, I have the passport size. This is the Traveler's Records. So from the top looks like this and the side looks like that. I follow the same principle that I did with Traveler's Notebooks, and that is by getting myself a refill first. So this was the refill that I was using for a while and then finally decided that I wanted to get this, but because this was replaced with Horsehair 2, I managed to get this secondhand. Now for size differences in terms of the refill, so you can see how it is without the leather binder. So this is the mini refill. This one is for passport sticker release paper. So put it like that. And then I have a Hobonichi Techo. This is an A6. So put it like that. And then lastly, I have a Midori A7. So this is a sticky memo pad. So you can see the difference between the sizes. So the closest that the mini has would be the passport. My use case of plotter is referencing. I can actually execute that on a bound notebook by doing indexing, threading, or whatnot. But to be able to take out pages, arrange things alphabetically and all that, it makes much more sense to use rings. And I use rings for my other hobby, which is Amigurumi. So what I have inside, this is the ring supporter. You have the fastener case, which contains the thread samples, front and back. And then you have a lifter. So this one comes in 2 pieces. I have the 5mm dot grid, the 2mm one, the project manager, another lifter for the pen. And then this one is just here because I wanted to test watercolor on DP paper. And then I have another lifter, which is the one with the band. And then the envelope. So for the threads, I actually just cut the refill in half. And what I did, because I used the MC Happy Cotton, And what I use is the holes. That's where I attach the strings to keep an inventory of like how many yarns I have for each of the colors. Like this one signifies like 1, so you have that. So on the opposite end, it's also the same thing. And then for the lifter, it's just like a divider. And then for the dot grid, I just indicate like the numberings of the yarn and how many I need. So it's just on there. And then the next one, this is what I'm currently working at. This particular pattern, and then the head, and then whatever notes I want to take note of. And then here, same. This one I have yet to cut in half. And this I just got from the 2mm grid because I just like the design. And then extra ones. And then here, the purpose of the project manager. This is where I arranged things alphabetically for the things that I have finished. And for Amigurumi, I actually started off with this book specifically because of the bee. And that is actually the first one that I have created. You've probably seen this on my social media. So this is the bee. And from the back looks like that, and you can even flip like that. I made another one and then I gave it to my friend Abby. And then for size, like looks like that. And when I started off with Amigurumi, I actually wanted something where it's not complicated in terms of doing the face. So it was just like that, sleeping. However, what I didn't know was that the hard part when it comes to Amigurumi is actually attaching them all together. And it actually takes a bit of time to be able to finish one. Hence the things that you see here on my project management section are just a few pages. And for those who know, I can really write small, and this is an example of writing in 2mm grid. So this is using a ballpoint, and then this one is using a fountain pen. So yeah, my writing is small. I can go smaller. And then the things that I have finished when it comes to Amigurumi, I only have a few books. So this is the first one. And then I'm also a fan of Pica. So I've done this too. And just to show you how they look like, because it's when it comes to Amigurumi, it requires focus, and it's a way for me to, I guess, de-stress. And when taking down notes on the plotter, it's actually very easy for me because I would typically just start off just like this. And the way I would do things in terms of doing the crochet, I'll give you an example. So from here, like I'll use the same one. So I would take notes on what are the things that I need to look out for, and what are the colors I use. And then I think on the other pages, for example, like this one, I also take into account like the weight of the fiber fill that I put in. And then anything that's a bit complicated, like for example, this one, it was the first time of me doing a back post single crochet. I had to take note of what those are so that if I want to repeat that thing again, I'll be able to do that. So far I have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I don't have all of them because some of them I have gifted to friends. But I can show you the other ones that I made besides this one. So the other one that I've done, this was from another book of Pica. So this is like the crocodile that it can actually stand on its own. And here I struggled in this part, so I have notes for it. And then You also have the elephant. This was really time consuming. Like typically when it comes, like for example, this would take me 4 to 5 hours, because like I remember I gifted a friend of mine like a BT21, the Tata. I wanted to finish including the body, but because I only have 4 hours, it was just the head because it was the shape of the heart. And then so you have the crocodile, and then this one, elephant. So this is a bit difficult to do. And I actually put a note. I remember this because I had to repeat this area right here. And so I even took note and said, don't overstuff the body, especially the legs, as it will affect putting the trousers in. So yeah, so those type of little notes that you won't necessarily find on the books themselves, whether it's digital or physical ones. So I take note of that. And the last one that I still have, one of the very hardest things that I made, I just call this Sebastian. This thing right here, the claws, oh, and then the attachment of it's really hard. So these are the things that I've done so far, and in order to help me document, that's what I use my plotter with. If you have any questions or anything at all regarding plotter or even my other hobby, just comment down below. Thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you on the next one.